this is Sharon from Advantage Asset Management, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about your lease. There are some major topics in your lease that I think it's important for you to know and understand. The things we're going to be talking about today are lease term, notice, automatic renewal, early termination, methods of payment that we accept, and late fees. To begin with, in Section 3 of your lease, we talk about the actual dates that are important in your lease. The first day of your lease, of course, is the first day you pay to live on the property, and the last day is the date of expiration. This is not in your lease. It actually converts your lease into something else, and there are two ways you can proceed. You can either do an extension of the lease, which does not negate the original lease, but rather extends it to a new date, and it also will have any rent increases added to it or anything else that's changed on the lease. That you would sign, and it would be valid and just be an extension of the original lease. If you don't decide to extend and you do want to go ahead and move somewhere else, you would need to give us at least 60 days notice. We do require that on most of our leases, and we will start contacting you at 90 days to see if that's what you want to do. If you should decide to give us a 60-day notice, then you must do so at least 60 days before the end of your lease. If you chose to give us notice on the 15th of January and your lease was not up until February 28th, then you would still be lease responsible until the end of March. This is very important to know because you don't want to be caught up where you're in a situation where you have a lot of extra monetary obligations if you're moving. If you decide to terminate early for your lease, then you need to know that there are only 3 ways that the state of Texas recognizes for early termination. One of them is military, one of them is family violence, and one of them is sexual stalking. Documentation of these is required for all of those reasons. If you have another reason that you need to leave, like change of job or you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's not a valid reason. So you would be held rent responsible until the end of your lease or until we lease the property out again, and you most likely would lose your deposit. We also would like you to know what methods of payment we accept in our office for paying your rent. We accept money orders, we accept cashier's checks, personal checks, and then our favorite form of payment is electronic payment. This is easy and convenient. You don't have to leave your house to do it. You can be sure that your rent is in our office by the 3rd, which is really, really important. We also accrue late fees if it's not in our office by the 3rd, which is important because it's very expensive. It's $100 for the first day, and it is $10 a day thereafter. One of the reasons we discourage mailing your rent payment is because if it's not, for one thing, the post office is super slow. And secondly, if it's not in our office by 5 o'clock on the 3rd, your account already starts accruing the late charges, and we would like to avoid that if at all possible. We highly encourage you, if you've got a problem paying your rent, to call us and talk to us about it. We're open to hearing what your problem is and trying to come up with a solution. But if we don't have communication about it, there's nothing we can do to help you. I hope this has helped you. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.